I just wanted to share this little hack that I found about how to generate your brand voice from your previous post in WordPress. Um, I'll start at the beginning and just do a pretty quick walkthrough. First of all, I'm using this Sheets plugin called AI Assist Works. It is fairly cheap, just $39 for a lifetime deal, and the yearly plan is like $24. The WordPress plugin that I'm using is a free plugin. I never really had a solid brand voice for vintage reveries. I just wrote and I just would scan stuff and find interesting stuff or take pictures and write about that. And so this was just really authentically me from 2011 until 2016. And right now there's another plugin that's like automatically posting stuff to keep it looking fresh, but it's actually very little new fresh content. I really wanted to figure out like, how do I tell AI how to write his vintage reveries? So the most obvious thing to me is to go and ask AI, how do I write like myself? How would I explain this to a freelancer or whatever? How do I define the brand voice? Because I know it intuitively. How do I communicate that? The plugin is called WP All Export, which I installed right here. And you find WP All Export, and you don't need to upgrade for this. You just, because the free version lets you just export posts, which if you have a lot of posts like Vintage Reveries does, that's more than enough. And in fact, ChatGPT, the second step, won't let you use more than about 150 posts. So you choose post type. See, I've written 357 posts here. So then you customize export file. You just are wanting the content only. So that's all that you do. And then you click continue and it will export it. Then you download your CSV. And here's where you need to have this AI Assist Works. There are a few other Google Sheets plugins and Google Sheets tools for integrating AI with Google Sheets. This one took me 5 minutes to set up. This was the easiest setup of any Sheets AI integration that I've ever used. So I'm pretty sure that if you have minimal tech knowledge, you can totally use this. So then you export your post and you paste it into a Google Sheets file with the account that has the AI Assist Works. Um, and this assumes that you have I'm also assuming that you've set up AI Assist Works with your OpenAI key. And so then what you're going to do to generate your brand voice based on your exported post, and again, you can keep all of the formatting in here. The main thing is that you have posts that you've written that shows your actual voice, and that's actually true to your writing. And so then what you want to do is you want to analyze a table. And you, right now, oh, it already hasn't, but the content is in column B. And I found out earlier the hard way from letting it completely time out that it can only handle about 100 to 175 is pushing it. So you just highlight the posts that you want it to do, which for me is, let's see if it will do all of this. And then you click here to update the input. So B2 to B173, this is pushing it. I like the output location to be to the right of the table, and you're going to want to change your maximum output tokens to 10,000, maybe 120,000, because you want it to be very detailed, and you want to set your model to OpenAI ChatGPT 40. And the custom prompt, the one that I used was ridiculously simple. I came up with this off the top of my head because it made sense to me. The prompt that I used is analyze for this table, analyze for brand voice. Be specific and clear about describing tone, character traits, language style, brand keywords and key phrases that are repeated, specific vocabulary, and consistent messaging. Because what I'm trying to do, again, is I'm trying to get AI to define my brand voice in a way that I can describe to AI to create my bot that will output consistently in my brand voice as um, as vintage reveries. Um, I'm going to click Start Analysis, and we're going to give this a second. Oh, oops, see, I ran over the tokens, so I'm going to have to, let's try 153. That's still a lot of posts to analyze. So if you have a lot of writing or a long post, then it ends up being about 100 to 150, but we'll see about this. A lot of my posts on vintage reveries were fairly short and shorter than recommended, so that's why I think it's able to take so much. Okay, and now see, they're right here, task completed. And it notified me task completed in C2. Okay, so with this, it's really hard to read in a spreadsheet, so I just like to make a quick note in OneNote, and you can see that, look, the output of this is analyzing the brand voice of this table reveals a distinct and consistent approach to engaging with your audience. Here's a breakdown of the key characteristics. So then what I'm going to copy this, I would write, your output will always be in the brand voice of vintage reveries, which is as follows. So this is like literally your GPT that you enter in, which should output your consistent brand of voice. But maybe you actually don't know what to write about. So that is my other hack here. I want some ideas about what to write about that are based on what I've previously written. So it's not like it's going to tell me to go blog about 70s flared jeans and bell bottoms, whatever vintage reveries is early 20th century to mid-century. So this is the ridiculously easy, simple prompt that I came up with for idea generation based on previous posts, is based upon the themes of what I've previously written in this table. Give me 25 post titles and outlines that contain 5 HT titles, not including a further resources and reading section. So then you would click Start Analysis. Hybrid essence of the 1959 parade through Kodachrome. Now, I did a blog about the parade in 1959 on Kodachrome slides I found, and this is just expanding upon those. Now, I did find that if I asked it to do a content plan, that based upon what I've written here, give me a 16-week blog content plan for writing once a week with SEO-focused key phrases. It does do a little bit better, but I've not validated that the data from the SEO key phrases is actually anything that anybody's looking for. But for this brainstorming ideas, you see it got very relevant, very on-brand, very very much related post ideas to 300 posts it analyzed, and that is a major strength of doing brainstorming this way, is that it does know your brand because it's analyzing all of your previous posts. So I'm just pretty excited about that. So yay! Let me know if you have any questions, and always happy to connect.